And this is a big veil on the spiritual path, because people come and they think, right, that the ego can get involved, the spiritualized ego. I'm from this tariq and I have this turban and I have this shawl and I'm with this one and look at how big my dhikr beads are. Someone pointed out the huge dhikr beads. And all these things, and I have this, and I sat with this person, and even in not, it's universal because it's the human nafs. And now it's like I went to this retreat and I sat with this guru and I went to this medicine ceremony in the Amazon jungle, and right? But it's like spiritual materialism, acquiring things. But the real spiritual ones are those who let go of all the claims. They let go of all the claims. They're not quick to tell you their ijaza and their rank and their, I sat with so-and-so. They want to hide that, actually. They want to appear hidden. And this is one of the core teachings of Shams when we talk about his life, that he really emphasized. That he was about really piercing through the veil of like spiritual egoism. So in those times, there were like the Sufis, if you would travel to a place, you'd stay in the Khanaqah, the Sufi lodge. The scholars of the sacred law, they would stay in the religious colleges. The merchants, they would stay in like the merchants' trading bazaar. And Shams would always stay there. He said, at first I stayed with the ulama, but then I said, they are always focused on the outward thing, so I'm going to go stay with the Sufis. So then he stayed in the Sufi lodge. He said, but when I was there, I said, where are the real Sufis? I'd rather stay with the people talking about religious law. He said, there's a lot of hypocrisy here. So then he said, forget all that, I'm just going to stay with the merchants. At least they're not pretending. They're just all about buying and selling in dunya. But they know it. The other ones, there's a lot of dunya, but they act like it's about something else. So this is about Shams. He was like radical, being just for Allah. So the point is that we're here to polish. We're here to polish our hearts. And this is what we bring to Allah. And so the Sufis embrace their need, embrace their poverty, embrace their submission, embrace their servitude and slavehood. And they understand that is the path to realization. That is the path to realization. Ubudiyya, pure servitude. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to stand at night in prayer, as we all know, until his feet would swell, these famous stories, in prayer. And his beloved wife Aisha radiallahu anha, she used to say, Ya Rasulullah, hasn't your Lord forgiven you? Like she would have compassion for him, standing for hours on end in prayer. Like, do you really need to do that? Can't you come back to bed and rest? And he would say, should I not be a grateful slave? Abdan shakura. In other words, what he was saying is, I'm not worshiping out of fear. I'm worshiping out of love. This is gratitude. I'm just so grateful to Allah for that He has created me, that this is my sweetness. He said, the qurrata aini, the coolness of my eyes in prayer. This is my greatest joy. It's not about fearing punishment. It's not even about wanting reward. It's purely love. It's purely knowing this is the purpose of existence, is to devote myself to the ultimate reality, subhanahu wa ta'ala.